Hi Aquarius, welcome to your weekly check-in for the 17th to the 23rd of December. The messages are for Aquarius, Sun, Moon and Rising. Thank you very much to everyone who watches, likes, shares, comments on the videos and subscribes to the channel. All of it is greatly appreciated. If you want to book a personal reading, see the info in the description box below the video on how to do that. So these are some of the decks I'll be using for today's reading. I'm going to start off with a message from the Akashic Tarot, which I am still using as an oracle deck. And that's going to be like your main theme, main message for this weekly check-in. So for Aquarius, Sun, Moon and Rising, what is the main theme, main message? What do you need to know? Okay, let's go. So Aquarius, Sun, Moon and Rising for the 17th to the 23rd of December, please. Okay, you have, this is my absolutely favorite card in this deck, the Queen of Forces. So for me, because this is like an alternative tarot deck, she is the equivalent of the Queen of Wands, but I absolutely love this card. I've used it as like kind of like a talisman or whatever you want to call it, something to focus on at times when I've been trying to achieve certain things. And I don't know if you've heard of the film from the 1980s called Weird Science. I absolutely loved that film when I was a kid. I don't know if you can see this woman's face, but she looks like the actress that was in it, Kelly LeBrock. Is it Kelly LeBrock? Yeah, she was an English actress, or is an English actress. I think she's still alive. But yeah, she looks like her to me, and I absolutely love that film, Weird Science. I've got some weird eclectic taste in films and all sorts of stuff. So let's get the message from the book. So the messages in this book, there's usually a message for the card upright and reversed. I'm going to read both because it might be relevant to you either way. So the Queen of Forces, she's like I make little notes in this book, and for me I've put that she's like a powerful woman. So upright. This card shows a woman balancing the energies of a sun in one hand and a moon in the other, with a river flowing beneath her feet. The Queen of Forces represents a woman who can help to bring greater balance to your life. She brings an unusual combination of power and peace, creativity and receptivity in both her energy and her support. Sometimes this card can represent a person in your life, either you or another, coming into a phase of great power and an ability to sustain it with wonderful results. There is a gift of grace and serene understanding when this card is upright. It also brings new roles and opportunities. Careers in many of the sciences, global communication, nature and energy may now be available to you. The Queen of Forces could also indicate the appearance of a possible love interest or an associate in the business or in a creative project who has powerful influence and connections for you or for another. It may be someone who you know or somebody new, but when this card appears, there is a tender yet powerful support. During this time, choose to support yourself as well. You hold the forces of the sun, which is about creativity, and the moon, receptivity, and only you yourself can direct the energy of your eternal life. The reverse message says, this card reversed represents a woman in your life with a very fragmented energy. She may be part of your family, work environment, or another kind of relationship. You will sense some agitation or disharmony, and in some cases, this person may not have your best interests at heart. In fact, she could misuse her power and influence and be critical of you, which can negatively affect your relationship with yourself or others. If you see that kind of behavior, it's time to speak up for yourself, set boundaries and demand respect. If you are unable to change how she treats you, step away. You or a woman in your life may also be experiencing a serious imbalance in energy or a loss of feeling true power. There may be times of feeling left in the dark and not knowing what to do next. There could also be the loss of a job in a large company in the sciences, in teaching, physics, nature, energy, or other such fields native to the Queen of Forces. If you are the Queen of Forces, it's time to reclaim your power and sense the true energy and light that is a part of your eternal self. Get clear, get objective. Don't let the situation around you take you off center. You have the power to bring balance back to your mind and your life, so take charge now. And isn't it funny how I said that the woman reminds me of the actress from Weird Science, and it mentioned careers in the scientific field, so strange coincidence. But anyway, let's get your tarot cards out now. So I'm going to stick to the format I used in the previous weekly check-in. where I do past, present and future energies, because I like the way that felt, so we'll stick to that. We are going to get you theme or a card to show what else we need to know about your main theme or main message first of all as well. So what else do we need to know about this Queen of Forces as the main theme or message for Aquarius, Sun, Moon and Rising, please? What else do we need to know about the Queen of Forces? We have the Queen of Cups and we have the Hermit. That is an interesting combination, actually. Any past energies around this, please? There could be something about tapping into receptivity here with that Queen of Cups and the Hermit. I'm also actually with that Three of Wands as well. With the Three of Wands, it can be a card of where your ships come in, setting intentions, you've put the action out there or energy out there and you're waiting for a return, unlike an investment. So that can be a kind of a form of receptivity as well, can't it? Like waiting for your efforts, something to do with your efforts being returned. So let's look at the present or current energy. So you've got the Star and the Nine. Wow, two wish cards together. That is very interesting. Right, let's get the potential future energy, because as you know, the future is not set in stone. So potential future energy is the Two of Cups. Right, okay. There's something about this Two of Cups that feels a lot like harmony. I mean, I know it's usually about connection, it's about sharing your cup, but there is something quite harmonious that comes up here. But let's get the clarifiers out and we're going to look at that Queen of Cups and the Hermit first of all. So why is the Queen of Cups there with the Hermit? There might be something to do with emotional investigation as well. Oh, that sounds a bit dramatic, but yeah, that's another thought that comes to mind. Or emotional exploration of some sort. So please show us why the Queen of Cups is here with the Hermit. So we've got the Eight of Swords. Nope. This is a very slippery deck, so yeah, it has given me a few issues shuffling it. It's the Spellcaster's deck. It's one of my favourite. In fact, is it my favourite tarot deck? No. Everyday Witch is number one. This is probably number two actually, but it is so slippery. Right. You've got the Emperor. Anything else? Okay, can I get this without ripping the mic away? You have the Three of Pentacles. Anything else? You've got Temperance in reverse. And just one more, please. Okay, you get two more. You get the Wheel of Fortune and the Seven of Swords. So let's look at the Seven of Swords on its own. Five of Pentacles. Yep, okay, High Priestess. There's something about fears here with that Seven of Swords and the Five of Pentacles showing up. And you've got the Four of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck as well. So yeah, there could very well be something about fears there. Let's just get one more for that Seven of Swords. You know, like when you have fears of if you can trust something or not. I mean, probably your intuition, because High Priestess is there. Yeah, it does look like there's some kind of fear of trusting, well, not what you know, to be honest, because the High Priestess she is about knowledge, isn't she? She's like a keeper of secret knowledge. The Ace of Swords can be about knowledge as well. It's a sword, thoughts, what you know. With that Five of Pentacles there, it's the Five of Pentacles, you're at a disadvantage with that. It's something where it's a disadvantage to you, where it puts you out in the cold. It's a card of rejection as well, having to leave something behind. So at the end, I can definitely see something where there may be a bit of worry or fear around if you can trust what you know. Let's get something for the Eight of Swords. If there is something here about like emotional investigation, that could be where the Eight of Swords, the relevance or connection to the Eight of Swords. But let's see what we get for that. Six of Cups. Queen of Swords, okay. The question that is coming up here for me, it's like, what do you want? Do you know what you want? That's the question that's coming up here. And there's like no context to it whatsoever, so that doesn't help. But that's just what I'm getting. What do you want, or do you know what you want? I mean, as I said, you've got the Eight of Swords there, so I reference that to like emotional investigation, and that is the key sometimes, isn't it? Or a lot of the time, actually, to knowing what we want. It's the emotions behind it, and it tells us our motivations as well. How do you feel about something? That will tell. How do you feel? Tells you what you want and why you want it. The Queen of Cups, it is our emotions, it is how we feel, it is what we express. And then the Hermit is that, it's that inner knowing, but it's like a journey of discovery to knowing, or to inner knowing. So again, I'm asking the question, what do you want? I mean, with the Eight of Swords, it's like, it could represent something like hidden emotions or repressed emotions or something, or undiscovered desires, undiscovered emotions, because sometimes we're not literally purposely trying to block ourselves. We've got a card here that was left behind. What is this on the pile? Three of Cups. I'll keep that. But yeah, it can be the stuff, it's like subconscious, I guess is the right way to put that. Subconscious thoughts that we have that we haven't fully discovered. But Three of Wands, I often say, I did say it can be about ships coming in. It's where you've put intentions out, but it can be just the intentions itself as well. You've got the Queen of Swords there. That is about what you know, isn't it? That's where you're honest with yourself about what your truth is. You've got the Six of Cups there as kind of a wild card. Is there something from the past that you haven't acknowledged as something that you actually want, and you've tried to push it down, or you just haven't realized, or there's just some connection to the past there? I'm going to get something for Temperance in reverse. Okay, that kind of came out in a weird way, but I will take it. Right, so we've got the Moon. Whoa, okay, yep. I mean, with Temperance there, I'm still, you know what, for the past, is it 2 or 3 weeks, I've kept on getting this thing with Temperance when it's in reverse, and it's shown up in reverse quite a few times. There's something with timing here. you know, like if things, it's not the right time for something for whatever reason, and I don't know, there could be multiple reasons why it's not the right time for something, but that has come up a lot over the past couple of weeks. But with the moon there, the King of Cups and the Two of Wands, again, it's that whole emotional investigation kind of thing. Like, how do you feel? What do you want? Do you know what you want? Because the moon is things that are hidden, isn't it? It's things that are in the shadows, in the dark. It can be hidden emotions as well. The King of Cups, as we say all the time, he is emotionally mature, emotionally intelligent, emotionally resilient. He's a master of his emotions, but that means that he doesn't necessarily reveal his emotions. He can be reserved with them. He'll reveal it when he's ready. And then you've got the Two of Wands there, which can be a card of choosing a path, choosing a choice. So is there something emotionally that you kind of, that's subconsciously holding it back? Are you aware that you're holding it back? And it has to do with what you want to do. Yeah. I mean, I'd say there's some sort of desire for change here with that Wheel of Fortune, or opportunity for a massive change. I feel like I'm going to have to sub-clarify everything at this point, right? So the Emperor, I mean, that is your power, isn't it? That is your power. That is where you get to take the lead and take action towards what you want. Let's have a look at that. Aquarius, this may be a bit of a long reading, depending on how the rest of it goes. I mean, I know I've summed it up by saying possibly emotional investigation, but it doesn't feel like enough, to be honest. Right, you've got the World and the King of Wands. Is there something, whether it is you, something in your mind, or just something that you haven't yet discovered about yourself, that's kind of holding you back or delaying you in starting a new chapter, going on a new path? I mean, you could very well be starting off on a new journey, or you've left something behind to go forward, but it's just that you don't have everything, you don't know everything you need to know. And that's what that could be, actually. You don't know everything you need to know to move, to continue. Like you're ready for this new journey, but it's like, yeah, I don't know where it's going to take me. I'm surprised the Fool isn't here. What's on the bottom? No, the Fool isn't there. The Fool, because it is giving a bit of that Fool kind of energy. It is a bit of the Fool type energy here. Let's get something for that Three of Pentacles, and then I will move on, because we're still on the main theme. Yeah, see what I'm getting from this Three of Pentacles, that for me, yes, it can be about collaboration, cooperation, but the Hermit, it's that investigation type energy again, where you're trying to tap in, because I was going to say tap in at the beginning actually, and I forgot. Tap into that sense of inner knowing, or tap into something that will help you to figure out how it will work. Like who do you need to collaborate with? What elements do you need? What things do you need to bring it together to make something work? And as I said again, there could be worry, fear, doubt. It can be a risk. It's just that it's a risk. And as I've said before, whatever you do that is a risk, it is very natural that you would feel fear. You can do it. You'll do it anyway. As we talk about being fearless, that you feel the fear and do it anyway. But it doesn't mean you're not human. Being human, fear is a part of being human, isn't it? The problem is only when you let the fear kind of hold you back. And is the fear completely holding you back at this point? Not certain. But there is a bit of concern around what you don't know, I would say. So let's move on, because that will hopefully help it to become clearer for you. But yeah, I think the key point here is potentially emotional investigation, and tapping into that inner knowing and emotions to help you move forward. So am I going to pause? Yeah, I'm going to pause the video while I put all the cards back in the deck, because there's so many clarifiers or sub-clarifiers, so bear with me. Okay, Aquarius, that's done. So let's just move these. So that whole receptivity thing, it talked about the balance. Okay, I'm going to have to look in the book again. I know the word receptivity was there. I know there was a strong focus on power. Let me just see. And I never save the page in the book. Why do I never save the page when I know I'm going to need to probably go back to it? It was the balance between, if I can find it, where are we? Creativity, right. You hold the forces of the sun, creativity, and the moon, receptivity, and only you yourself can direct the energy of your eternal life. So is it that you're at a point where you need to be receptive to that kind of, how would I put it, information, knowing, knowledge, something there with that, and then once you have that, you kind of direct it? That's what's coming to mind here. I mean, you've got the creativity there with the Wands cards, the Ace of Wands and the Three of Wands. Yeah, let's continue and see what happens. And I've lost the page again, so if I have to refer back to it, that doesn't help, does it? Right, so let's look at the past energy, the Ace of Wands, Three of Wands. I mean, the Ace of Wands, it is, again, creativity, spirituality, passion. It's a desire for a new chapter, isn't it, really? I mean, especially with that Three of Wands there, which can be about setting intentions. It really is a desire and the intention for a new beginning or a new chapter or a new path, new project, new creative something. And the Fool's at the bottom of the deck now. So Three of Wands, Ace of Wands, please. I don't know which way that was. Okay, we'll take it upright because I'm not sure. The Hanged Man. It's still giving probably more so oh my god, and the Hermit's with it as well, bloody hell. Internal investigation, and then you get the Hermit next to it again, which is it's the journey to inner knowing, isn't it? The Hanged Man is about, it's about looking at the different perspectives. There can be an element of sacrifice to it, discovery, spiritual development. I might have to call your reading something with investigation in it. The Ace of Swords, I mean, again, that's clarity. That can be about clarity. It can be a card of clarity. I'd say with these kind of cards, there is something about clarity here. But let's go a little bit further. And this is past energy we're looking at now. So you're already aware. You may have already put things in motion with that Three of Wands being there. That's where you've already set intentions. You may have already put things in motion. If not, at the very least, you're already aware that there's a new chapter in your life that you want to begin, or a particular path that you want to pursue. And you have already begun this phase of internal investigation and trying to gain clarity on how to move forward, what you want, how you feel. How you feel. I love it. Ace of Cups. Right, okay. Anything else? I'm also getting, with that Ace of Swords next to the Ace of Cups, the balance between feeling and knowing. So the emotions and the knowledge. Because you need both when you move forward in anything. It can't be all about the feelings, and it can't be all about what you know or the knowledge that you gain. There's a balance that's needed between both to get the harmony that you want in whatever you want to achieve. Because if you're too logical about something, then you're kind of neglecting your feelings. And if you're too emotional about something, then you're kind of neglecting the kind of rationality that comes into things as well. We've got the Moon. That investigation shit is just still here with that Moon card as well. Yeah, investigation's got to go into your reading, into the title of your reading somewhere. Let's get something for that Hanged Man. I don't know if it's necessary, but let's do it anyway. You've got the Hierophant. Okay, that's interesting. I mean, with the Hierophant coming up there with the Hanged Man, because as I said, the Hanged Man can be about perspectives. Ooh, it can be about spiritual development as well. It makes me think about considering doing things in a different way, whether it's different from the way you've done it before, whether it's to do with doing things differently from the way society does it, the way your culture does it. The rules in general, following different rules. What are your rules? There was something up, as I said, spiritual development. So you could be potentially choosing a different spiritual path as well, because you've got the Hermit quite a few times. The High Priestess came up. Queen of Cups, King of Cups, all quite spiritual cards as well. So you could very well be choosing a different spiritual path too. Or you're questioning your spirituality. That's something that might come up as well. You've got not the two, Lovers. What do you connect with? That's a key thing that's coming up with the Lovers here. Like, what do you connect with? What choice, what direction feels honorable and in alignment with you? What matches you? We've got the World again. Okay, so again, it's choosing to do something new, or again, a new chapter, a new direction. But as I say, with that Hanged Man there, it's like considering, it does feel like considering doing things in a different way, taking things in a different direction, but it's based on, again, there is the how you feel that's involved there. That would come firstly, the feeling, how you feel about it. But as I say, there's the knowing that's needed as well. So maybe you have the feeling and it's just a case of the knowledge that you need at this point. Could be both though, could be exploring both, because as I said, emotional investigation came up there as well. And you could have already done a certain degree or a certain amount of internal investigation, but it's just continuing with that. Still on past energy here, by the way. Do I want to look at anything else? Let's look at the moon. Might look at that Ace of Swords as well. So the moon, we have again what you know. Okay. You could be assessing what you already know. You could even be changing your ideas, ideals as well. Seven of Pentacles, I mean, that is assessment. There could be something where you're changing your truths or assessing your truths at the very least, because the Seven of Pentacles, it's the is it worth it card. But this is making me think that I've talked about how you feel and what you know, but then the Seven of Pentacles is the physical. How do you express that in the physical world? How do you put the effort into that in the physical world? Is this knowing, knowledge or truth, does it have enough value to express it and take it out into the real world? Let's briefly look at the Ace of Swords, and then I almost feel like I need to do the Ace of Cups just to balance things out as well. So yeah, we might as well. I already said it's probably going to be a slightly long reading. So Ace of Swords, please. Again, it kind of feels like weighing up what you know, the knowledge. So it's giving a similar energy to what came out with that Moon card. Yeah. King of Cups. Okay. Let's do the Ace of Cups, because I feel like that's the balance between what you know and how you feel. It's just the same, giving the same vibe. And what has come out here? The Five of Wands. Yeah. Six of Cups. Okay. Yeah, you got the two truths there. There could be something quite challenging about how you feel and what you know. Again, you've got the practical side of things there with that Knight of Pentacles. Again, that question, is it worth taking out into the real world? You've got the two truths, which I've already said. Assessing what you think, what you know, what you think, and what you feel. This Six of Cups, again, it's come up again. So it's making me think of old feelings, old emotions. Are you changing the way you feel about something? I mean, we are always changing the way we feel about something, aren't we, really? But it could even be, are you going back to the old way of feeling about something? You know, because you've got a few wish cards here. With that Star card and the Nine of Cups, you know, like if you're trying to bring an old dream back to life, or you as an adult, you then somehow resonate for some reason. Something happens, I don't know, you have an awakening or something, and you suddenly resonate with the way you felt when you were a child or something, and that becomes relevant now. That's the kind of thing that's come into mind. But I will leave that there because I know we have a lot of clarifiers. So overall, for the past energy, as I say, there's definitely a desire there for a new chapter. You may have already initiated things in some way, shape or form. But you've got definitely that internal investigation. I think that's just the key word, isn't it? Internal investigation is heavy in this reading. And it's not to say you're not doing it all the time, because I think for people who tend to be into spiritual stuff, there is often internal investigation, but it's just, maybe it's kicked up another notch, or there's something very specific that you're trying to figure out in order to go in a new direction or on a new path. I am going to pause again because there's, a ton of cards, so bear with me again. Right, Aquarius, we're going to go on to the Star and Nine of Cups, which is the present, current energy. So why is that there, please? I mean, the first thing I would say is that you are hopeful, that you have hope, you have faith. If there's nothing else I can say about it, I can see hope and faith here with the Star and the Nine of Cups. There's passion there as well with the Ace of Wands. inspiration, I would say, with that as well. You could be feeling really inspired at present and just be really, do I want to say on cloud nine in some way, shape or form? Maybe, you know, like when you have a new dream. Like even like a really simple example to give would be like when if you realize that you've met someone who could be the love of your life or something to that effect. It's giving that kind of vibe of energy where you don't know everything you need to know. It's at the beginning, early stages. You don't know everything you need to know. You don't know how you're going to continue to feel. But you just feel so hopeful about it that you just, yeah, that's why you're on cloud nine, even if you don't know how things are going to turn out. And you know it's going to be a journey as well. Like, you know, it's not just, yep, this has come in and it's happily ever after. You know it's going to be a journey and you're just really hopeful about the entire journey. And you know that you have power in the situation as well. You know that you can receive and you know that you can direct things as well in the way that you want to. You can balance things out. So anything else? So 7 of Pentacles, but in reverse. You have the Star again. See, that really is giving me that feeling like with the 7 of Pentacles, it often is a card of assessment. There can be different meanings for it in reverse. Like, so one of the meanings for it in reverse could be that you feel like it's not worth it, but I almost feel with the energy that's surrounding it that you kind of don't give a shit. It's that energy where, yeah, I'm doing it anyway. I don't know what's going to happen. I'm just going to do it anyway. But we'll clarify that on its own. Page of Swords. I mean, that can be a new truth, but it can also be where you need it requires further investigation. You don't know what's going to happen. But the Page of Swords, it's a very pure and innocent intention with that. It's you know, like as adults, it's like we investigate stuff to decide whether we're going to keep it or cut it out. It feels more open than that. It feels a lot more open-minded. Like there is no, it's like there doesn't have to be a set result. So again, going back to that relationship example, and that's not what I'm saying it has to be, but it's just an example. It's that where you feel so positively like you've met this person, you feel they could be the love of your life, and it's just like, I'm here for whatever. Whatever happens, I'm just completely open-minded for this entire journey. Like whether it works or not, I'm just here for it. So anything else? Wow, 9 of Cups and the Star again, clarifying the 9 of Cups and the Star. That's mad. Let's look at the 7 of Pentacles on its own. So I've got the 5 of Cups. And we have the Death card in reverse. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense now. That does make, yeah. I mean, the 6 of Swords, it is the journey, isn't it? It's just being on a journey. And again, I'm going to say it like I always say it. This feels like the Hermit. It feels like your inner hermit, your inner knowing, guiding you on your path with whatever is sacred, on your journey with whatever is sacred. The Magician, it speaks of capability. Again, it's that where it said the Queen of Forces, I can't remember the exact words, but she's able to direct her power or adapt, hone your skills, whatever it is. It still is, even though you've got 5 of Cups there, the 5 of Cups there and Death in reverse as well. It's just making me think that there's just an energy of, I'm going to do this no matter what happens. Like I can deal with it no matter what happens. That is the vibe I'm getting from that. You're not, again, not to say that there's zero fear whatsoever, but you are aware, you're aware that things could go, might not turn out exactly how you want them, but you can cope. I am going to get something for Death in reverse, because if it was upright, I'd be like 100%. Oh, that just means that you know that you can you'll just have a rebirth. If things don't go right, then it'll just be a rebirth that you'll learn from the situation. But being in reverse, it's a bit slightly baffling. So let's see. Okay, that was a bit sudden. Why is Death there in reverse? 5 of Pentacles. Let's get one more. Oh wow, Judgment. Ten of Swords. Let's get one more for that. Wow, love that. Yeah, so the Death card being in reverse, the only thing I can say about it, it just feels like this energy of it doesn't matter. And I'm not saying it doesn't matter at all, that if you were in a situation where you could get hurt, yes, you are. It doesn't mean that you're not going to be hurt and you wouldn't be devastated, but it just means that you just, again, you've got the Rebirth card, which the Judgment card can be a card of rebirth, resurrection. If things go wrong, if things end, you still have that power to direct your energy and to change things for the better for yourself, with the Justice card coming up there as well. Right, so I'm going to move on from that. So current energy overall, it's just a massive amount of hope and faith by the looks of it, and just knowing that you are capable, you are very open-minded and fully capable of handling whatever comes, whatever happens. And as I said, it doesn't mean you've got no fear at all. It just means that you have the courage, and strength hasn't shown up actually, has it? It just means that you have the courage to do it anyway. So finally, the Two of Cups in the future, or potential future energy. Two of Cups, please. And I said that felt like harmony, didn't it? So we've got the Seven of Cups in reverse. You have the Six of Swords in reverse. The Ten of Pentacles is in reverse. Yeah, I'll take it in reverse. I'll probably clarify it on its own. Here's the Strength card. I'm glad it's showing up there because, yeah, I'm glad it's showing up there. Let's see what else comes out. You've got the Justice card again. And why are the same cards? Clarifying the same card. Justice and the Two of Cups. I mean, that for me, Strength, Justice, Two of Cups, that is the courage. It's the courage to do what you've got to do and connect and share your cup with the situation, with the person. Do what you want to do anyway, regardless of the outcome. Let's look at why the Seven of Cups is in reverse. I mean, Seven of Cups can be a card of confusion, different perspectives. Let's see what comes out. I have a thought, and I don't even know if I can express the thought I'm having with this, but yeah, I would say you probably won't let confusion or doubt not cloud your judgment, but stop you from going ahead. And I know I haven't given, apart from giving that relationship example, I haven't given any other examples of what this could be. It's a general reading, so it literally could be anything for you. If it resonates, then, you know, take it as you will, apply it as you will to however the energy itself, because it's the energy we're focused on, resonates, than me saying specifically what it is. Because as I say, apart from giving that example of relationship, yeah, that was the only thing that's kind of stood out as a possibility, or not as a possibility, but it's the example that came to mind. So Queen of Swords, yeah, because she knows she's confident in her truth, isn't she? The Queen of Swords, she doesn't need to be confused. She doesn't need to allow confusion to kind of interfere with her path and what she wants to do. Like, she won't let it stop her. Anything else? You've got the Two of Pentacles. Let's get one more. You have the Six of Cups. Let's just get one more. I have a thought on that, but let's get one more. Yeah. So I was going to say, with that Two of Pentacles, Six of Cups and the Devil card, you know, like if you've had past experiences that are similar to what you're experiencing now and they've gone wrong, so like past fears or old fears, again, it's not letting those kind of things confuse you and interfere with what you want to go for. As much as there might be some sort of emotional investigation or internal investigation here, I don't think it's so much about confusion. I think it's just that you don't know everything you need to know. at this point in time. It's like, you know, if you said you wanted to go on a road trip somewhere, but you wanted to do a random road trip, like you don't have a path in mind, you don't have a specific journey in mind. It's just like, yeah, we're just going to get in the car and drive, and then we'll do it as we go along. It's that kind of energy. You don't know everything you need to know, but you're willing to go on the road trip anyway. You're just excited and you're ready to have fun on that road trip. Whatever happens, it's just random. And yeah, again, it's that. It's like there's no fears of, oh my God, what if we don't have enough petrol, or we don't know where we're going, or blah blah blah, what if the tires blow out. There's just none of that. It's just, we'll deal with it as it happens. We'll type in whatever on the sat nav as we go along, or we'll just drive and see what road sign appears and then decide where to go next from that point. It's just complete openness, and not worrying. It doesn't mean that you're completely unprepared. Like, obviously you would probably have money with you or something if you were going on a road trip, so that you can at least feed yourself, but there's just a massive sense of openness with it. Let's look at that Six of Swords in reverse. So you've got the Five of Wands. I think that is again about the being able to face, I know it's a weird way to read it, but the being able to face the uncertainty. Like, you accept that it may be challenging, but you're willing to face it anyway, and you'll kind of figure it out as you go. Got the Tower there. I mean, as I've said with this particular Four of Cups, I know the Four of Cups is usually about rejection, apathy, etc. But for me, he looks more like he's in meditation, like those quiet moments that you take out. Like, say if this is a challenge here with the Five of Wands, the Four of Cups is where you take that little time out to recalibrate, to figure things out, to decide, okay, how do I feel and what do I want to do next? It's that energy. Right, you've got the Tower. Let's see what follows on from the Tower. Yep. Love it. So with the Empress energy, that is a card that can be a card again of rebirth, creativity, abundance. So if a Tower moment happens, again, it's that, well, I'll deal with it as it happens. Let's just quickly do the Ten of Pentacles, and then I think I will leave the energy there, because I think I'm just getting a repeat of the same thing. You know what? That Ten of Pentacles, okay, I know what it's making me think, actually. It's a bit of a weird one. Oh, wow, I love that. I absolutely love that. Yeah, it is what I was thinking. With that Ten of Pentacles, whatever this is, I don't even think you're necessarily worried about the long-term stability of it. And I know that's a weird thing to say, because we often talk about, oh, we want this to have long-term stability and blah, blah, blah. But I don't think you're worried about that. I think you're more worried about the happiness of it, or the joy or enjoyment of it, or just the illumination, or whatever you want to call it. It's like, again, with the Sun, it will become clear. The path will become clear as I walk along it. As long as you have your values, as long as you have your values, your internal values, then it doesn't matter. You can just still go ahead on the journey. If it doesn't match your values, you're not settling. You'll walk away with the Eight of Cups. You'll happily start again with the Fool. You'll start again and start a new path, new trip, new journey. You'll adapt. You'll change again. If it doesn't go well, you know that you'll gain a rebirth out of it, if nothing else. This is a really interesting energy. It sounds odd. It sounds like a bunch of teenagers getting in a car and driving off, and it's like, oh my God, they're going to get murdered or something because they're just being completely irresponsible. But it sounds like that, but it doesn't feel like that. It feels more like someone going off on an adventure and they're just completely open to it, and they'll be fine. They just want to feel fulfilled. As I said, there is still more to know and more to feel. And there probably is an internal investigation with that, but it's a journey. It's more of a journey than right, when I get this knowledge, then I will definitely do this or definitely do that. There's just very much a sense of openness with it. So I'm going to stop talking now. I think that's enough. It's like with that Two of Cups, it's the main thing is that you connect with what it is that you choose, with the path you choose. It feels like it's in alignment with you. You have the power to reharmonize things, if that's even, is that even a word? Reharmonize. But the main thing future-wise, so future-wise, I would say, again, it's about just going on the path and connecting with whatever it is that you love, that you want to connect with. That's the focus, and you'll handle whatever comes with that. You have the power to handle whatever comes with that. So, and feel free to leave, if you want to leave a comment and say if there's a particular path or choice you're pursuing or whatever it is you're doing and it resonates with this, feel free to share that, whether it is relationship related, whether it's spiritual, because the spiritual stuff came up as well, actually, I forgot about that. Whatever it is, please feel free to share that if it resonates with you. So let's get you a final message from the Angels and Ancestors deck. So you have, wow, I love that. Star Ancestor, follow the voice of your soul. So I'm not going to read these messages directly from the book, but I will see if there are any key sentences or key points that I want to pick out from it. Let's just get you one more. You have Knight, be brave and honest. So that is that fearlessness, isn't it? It's like, yeah, I'll look in the book at that as well, see if there's any key points that I want to pick out for that one too. So Star Ancestor, if I can find this person. Right, heed the messages coming directly from your soul. And that could be that internal investigation part, actually. It's listening out for the messages of your soul, because the Hermit is your inner knowing. The Queen of Cups is her own emotions. Anything else? Right, I am going to read this little bit at the end, because this feels like it yeah, I'm going to read this bit at the end. I'll read the extended message because I think that might be relevant. So the extended message says, there is a deeper purpose to your human journey. Not only were you born on purpose, you were born for a purpose. You were born to be a bright light in the world, and there are supporters out there in the information and inspiration that has been coming your way recently is not new information, but memories. Your feelings of being drawn in a particular direction are the awakening of an aspect of your soul. You are being drawn towards a road that will not only light you up, but also help you light up your corner of the world. Continue following the cosmic guidance that is coming your way. That was that whole thing about the information and the feelings, the inspiration, the internal investigation. It's kind of and I mentioned receptivity as well. It's allowing those messages to come in, isn't it, to guide your path forward, even if you don't know what the hell is going to happen. It's just allowing all of that to guide your journey. Let's have a look at the Knight card. So it says, do the right thing even if it isn't the easiest option. Stand for what you know to be right and true. So the key thing that I would say about this, it does speak of respect, integrity. It speaks of bravery, justice as well. It also speaks of ownership. I think the ownership part is quite relevant here. So in terms of that whole following the voice of your soul thing, it's owning that. Is what I'm thinking from it. I mean, there is bravery required to go on this kind of journey where you don't know what the hell's going to happen. You need to be brave, and you do need to be honest about yourself, about what you want, what you're doing, the feelings that are coming in, the thoughts that are coming in, the memories that are coming in. You've got to be honest about all of that with yourself, first and foremost, and own it all. So I will leave your message there, Aquarius. Thank you very much for watching the video. Feel free to like, share, comment, subscribe to the channel. If you want a personal reading, see the info in the description box. Other than that, thank you again for watching and take care.